Hello and welcome to the McTaggart Attack Podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the owner of My Pillow, otherwise known as the My Pillow guy. His real name is Mike Lindell, and that's what today's episode is about. I didn't know much about him, so that's why I did this podcast episode about him. Anyway, let me know what you think of the episode by liking the YouTube video, commenting in the YouTube video, or if you're listening to this on podcasts, you can leave a review, or you can find me on social media at McTaggart Attack on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and let me know what you think. Or you can email me, McTaggartAttack@gmail.com. Anyway, let's get to the episode. So, the My Pillow guy. Let's get to talking about the My Pillow guy. I think I want to start off with his beginnings, sort of. First of all, I found all this information from Wikipedia, and there were plenty of references in the Wikipedia page. That's how I know. That's how I think a Wikipedia page is good, when there's a lot of references. When there's not many references in a Wikipedia page, then you don't want to trust that Wikipedia page. This Wikipedia page had maybe 50 references in regards to the Mike Pillow guy, whose name is Mike Lindell, by the way. He's from Minnesota, and he's been an entrepreneur for decades. He's tried a variety of different things, and finally hit a home run with his My Pillow business. Article I read said that he came up with the My Pillow idea in a dream. Right? The My Pillow idea came to him in a dream, which is okay, I guess, which is fine, I guess. But when he's been a crack cocaine addict for several years, you kind of question the dream. But it's obviously a successful dream, since he's made, I think he said, what I saw was $300 million a year on My Pillow. Insane. But it's a good entrepreneurial story, because he tried several different things. He wanted to go into business to himself. One thing didn't work, tried something else, didn't make money off that, tried something else. Pillows just came to him. One day, the My Pillow. Had to be called My Pillow, apparently. And made lots of money on that. And as I said, he was a crack addict, and I read the Wikipedia page, and it said that he became sober through prayer in 2009. And I thought, okay, how much prayer did he do? And it turns out he prayed one night when he hit rock bottom that he would stop, being a cocaine addict. And he woke up the next morning, and he said he felt different, and he wasn't addicted to cocaine anymore. Woke up the next day and said that he wasn't addicted to cocaine anymore. Okay, all right. That was in 2009, and he's now a CEO and makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year, apparently. And that's great. Good for him. Like I said, it's a great entrepreneurial story. The My Pillow seems to be very successful. I remember seeing the infomercials, which he says he's paid $100 million for these infomercials, but he makes $300 million a year. So he's already paid for what he's put into it. You can pay for what you've put into it. Again, that's another good inspirational entrepreneurial story. But then I read about how he was sued in California for the bogus medical claims he was making, because he would say in the ads that the MyPillow would cure headaches and fibromyalgia and all these other things. So he's had to change the ads to where he can't say that anymore. And he just decided to pay the settlement and just change the ads because he didn't want to lose all of his money. He would have lost all of his money if he had, fought it. So of course now they don't. Now his ads don't list anything about the miracles that it can cure. So it's like he lies about his pillows, but they still sell a lot of pillows because people are apparently very particular about their pillows. And that's great, and that's fine, and it's good that he's allegedly off the cocaine after praying one night. But he's an evangelical Christian now, so he goes to church apparently a lot. Or I don't even know what's actually involved in being an evangelical Christian. I think you just have to announce that you're an evangelical Christian. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway. Yeah, it's a lying, or just, so it seems that with politics, he discovered MyPillow, much like Donald Trump, because he said when he met Donald Trump, Donald Trump came to visit him to his factory or whatever in Minnesota, saying how he did a great job and stuff like that, and buttering him up and all these things, and this was in 2016, and that's when Mike Lindell decided he was going to support Donald Trump and that Donald Trump was going to be the best president ever. See, again, another lie, bogus claim from Mike Lindell. He likes to lie. The MyPillow guy likes to lie, I guess. It seems he makes fraudulent claims all over the place. He seems to be the expert in fraudulent claims, which is fucking fantastic. So he supported Trump, I think he ran, the Minnesota campaign for him. And I even saw that, Wikipedia said that they laid off 150 employees because for political reasons he's going to be running for office. He's going to be running for office because he's really good at lying. And most politicians are really good at lying. So it makes absolute sense that he's going to become a politician. Because he's so good at lying. I was going to say good at lying, but he lies a lot. He's an expert in lying, I guess. Are you really an expert in lying, though, if you get caught lying? But then you still lie. So I guess it's what's good with lying is to just be consistent with the lying. You don't want to change your lies, but if you keep telling the same lie and then just you deny what happened, or you just explain things. As long as you're consistent, and he seems to be pretty consistent with his lying, so I will not be surprised if he either becomes governor of Minnesota or runs for governor of Minnesota and then becomes president or run. Let's hope actually that he doesn't become president, but he's probably going to run for president at some point. I hope not. But it's just, the story is somewhat inspirational with the entrepreneurial aspects of it, but then it's not so inspirational with the constant lying, because that's what he's done. He supported Trump. He lies for him. I read that, I forgot about this, that a few months ago he was peddling this oleandrin drug that you can use to cure COVID, when it's actually poisonous. Yeah. And he's on the board of that company that was making the drugs, so that's why he was pandering it so much. And then, after the election, when Trump legally lost, who's there? Who's there fighting for him, fighting for this lie? But Mike Lindell. I've seen videos of him at speeches, And I've seen 2 videos of him on a plane telling his supporters, hey, this is what's happening. Don't worry, Trump's going to win. He's the greatest president ever. He's going to have a second term. It's going to be great. Woo, yeah, all right, it's great. Those are the worst My Pillow commercials ever, by the way. Those have to be the worst My Pillow commercials ever. It's just crazy. He's just a liar. He just lies. And he's helping Trump lie. He might be one of Trump's biggest liars that isn't a family member. You know, it's just insane, these people. Like, it seems to me it seems to me with Mike Lindell is that he's allegedly done with the cocaine and the alcohol. Or he switched his drug to Donald Trump, it seems like. He's addicted to him. He seems to have an addictive personality, that's for sure. But it's just so insane. Like, he's crazy, but he's making hundreds of $millions a year. And it's just, he's just a lunatic. And it makes absolute sense that he's a Trump supporter, and one of the biggest Trump supporters, apparently. And he's probably going to run for office someday. And I hope that he loses. And one more thing I wanted to end this episode with. Because, like, last week, when he put out, I think there might have been another video that was out there or something. And I wanted to, I wrote a tweet Sunday, January 10th. Yeah, January 10th, Sunday. I wrote, do you know someone that owns a MyPillow, and does it actually work as advertised? I had one person reply. By the way, you can find this tweet. Follow me on Twitter at McTaggart Attack. Had one person reply, not as good as expected. I gave it to my dog for his pillow. He ate it, and he's not the type that destroys things. Interesting. Another person said, I had one and threw it out. It came damaged. It was leaking the filling. Can't imagine trying to. Was in one if the seams are that weak. One person said, I love it. That's the only person that said that they liked the pillow. This other person said, my husband bought one but doesn't use it. It's not as comfortable as it's made out to be. I think they're a waste of money, but that's just my opinion. Someone else wrote, I knew some people who raved about it, so I bought one a few years ago. It kind of works if you put it in the dryer. But otherwise, it's just another pillow, and I'm too lazy to put it in the dryer every few weeks. I didn't know that you had to put a pillow in the dryer when you bought it. We just got pillows for the house. None of them went in the dryer, because they're awfully nice and fluffy already. Let's see, what else? I think you're supposed to rip it open and eat what's inside. That's what I heard someone say that Q said anyway. Okay. And then, they're actually pretty good. I used them for our Airbnb because you can wash them. But you must fluff them before bed, otherwise they're flat. Oh. So, I mean, I got some negative responses. Mostly negative responses. But some people like them, some people don't. So, people are very particular about their sleep and need help with their sleep. And I'm glad that Mike Lindell and his MyPillow company provide that service for people. But at the same time, he really needs to stop fucking lying. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to the episode today. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to let me know what you thought. And that's the bottom line, if you smell what the McTaggart Attack Podcast is cooking.